Welcome to Around the Hoop, Week 4. Hey, before we get started, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, the Pro 16 League. This week, we got 3 high-level scouts in the building. We got Trey, Sean, and Justin. We're going to have 3 topics. In each topic, we're going to have 2 questions. And after each topic, someone will be eliminated. What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Good.
Doing great.
Good
Ready to
deal.
roll here.
Good deal. Trey, where was you at this weekend?
I was home base. I was grinding on the film this weekend.
Oh, okay. Good deal. Sean, what about yourself?
Yeah, I was in Norman, Oklahoma, watching a lot of NXT 16, 17 Nxtpro teams play.
Yeah, for sure. Justin?
Same here. I was also down in Norman.
Okay, good deal. Good deal. Hey, our first question for our first topic. If you could start your team around one Pro 16 kid, who would it be? Trey, we'll start with you.
You know, I'm gonna go based on what I've seen so far this year. I'm going 7 Spurlock with this with YGC. I think just based on the skill set that he's shown so far this year, just really unique at his size and skill level, and he's a freak athlete. Can do it all on offense. He's gonna be able to guard multiple positions at the next level. I think he just has a really high potential.
Got you. Sean, what about yourself? If you could start your team around one Pro 16 kid, who would you choose?
Yeah, so I've been here before. We're doing this now. Now with the Nxtpro, Kamari Embiid. Kamari Embiid is a high-level point guard. He makes his teammates better. He's a leader. He's really tough. I think he'll be one of the biggest stock risers in the league this year. I also think he'll be one of the best defenders in the league this year. So, past experience with this, Kamari Embiid is my pick.
Got you. Justin, what about yourself?
I'm going to go with Team Scoot's very own Alex Costanza, 6'9" wing, monster athlete, super long guard skill set, NBA All-Star wing prototype, rebounds at a high level, scores at a really, really high level, and plays on both ends of the floor, generates a ton of fouls, a ton of free throws. I think he's the highest upside prospect we have.
Got you. Second question. Justin, we're going to start with you. Which class has the most Pro 16 talent? Class of 26 or the class of 27?
It's close, but I'm on Team 2027. I think you just look up and down the high level talent that there is between Lincoln Cosby, Zion Green, Henry Robinson, Jomar Aaron, all on TME, guys like Reese Alston, Jacoby Briscoe, Dawson Petit, Steve McLeod, Jabron and Javon Bardwell, all across the board. There's just so many guys that are really, really, really good in that 2027 class. No disrespect to the 2026 guys, but I think what we have right now in 27, I think it's got an edge.
Yeah. You caught my attention when you mentioned those TME guys, man. I'm a fan, big fan.
You've seen them, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Sean, what about yourself?
Look, we just have the league scoring record, 55 points from Xavier Gerard, limitless, 55 points, the class of 2026. Colin Ross, OTP, just stepped into the Pro 16 league. Shout out to those guys. 2026 might be one of the best classes you'll see across our next pro shoe circuit. You got Aiden Cronsher, Gavin Gallagher, Placide, Sam Funches, Tony Bryant, Quincy Watley, Alex Costanza, Justin just mentioned. I mean, it is a loaded class. I'm expecting to see many guys that aren't even named yet that are going to pop off when the live periods start here soon.
Gotcha. Trey, what about yourself?
You know, I think Justin has a point when he talks about the top of that 2027 class. There is some really high-level talent there, some top 20, top 15 guys. But I think when you look at the depth, I'm giving the edge to the 26 class. I've got 25 guys that I think are high major players in that class. You look at, guys like Gabe Weiss, Donovan Chris, Ashton Pierce, Quincy Wadley, Noah Smith, Cam McGilvery. I mean, those are all guys that I think are going to end up as high major basketball players. They might not be, up in that top 50 range right now, but I think they very well could boost their stock as the summer goes on, boost their recruiting, and just kind of wake people up to the depth that the Pro 16 level has.
That's the end of round 1. Our first 2 questions. Sorry, I got to eliminate one of you guys. That was actually a good round, Trey, Sean, and Justin. But when we come back from break, one of you guys will be eliminated. Hey, back from break. Sorry, man. Justin, You made some good points, but Trey and Sean was just, I kind of agree with them what they were saying about the prospects. Sorry, bro, but you've been eliminated.
It's all good. I'm staying with Team 2027. Not leaving.
Out here.
Yes,
See you,
sir.
Justin.
Yes,
See you
sir. We'll
guys.
holler at you, bro. And we're going to start with topic 2. First question. We'll start with you, Trey.
I'm ready.
What state has the most talent in the Pro 16 league?
You know, I think that this comes down to 3 states for me. I think you could go Texas, California, or Florida in this. I'm going to give the edge to California right now. That might just be because that's what I've seen so far this year. But give me the BTI guys, Jalen Wells Elite, Clutch Elite, Rose City Ballers, Team CPSA. I mean, just talent all over the place out there. Build Your Way Elite has been hooping to start the season. So I think, you know, we've got really good teams out in California. I know that we got a lot in Texas and Florida and some other places as well, but give me Cali.
Sean, what about you?
Yeah, give me Texas, man. You know, with 3D Empire, YGC, and SA Future, you got guys like Isaiah Clark, Isaiah Howard, Avery Webb for YGC, who's had a really good start to the year, 7 Spurlock. And then you got guys like Jordan Goodman and Dawson Beatty for YGC, who just started off. I think Texas has over close to 20 Division I players coming out of the Pro 16 league this year, and just in the state of Texas.
Gotcha. Trey, we'll start with you with question 2. What is the most slept on state, you think, as far as talent in this league?
Yeah, you know, as much as I want to put on for Nebraska, my home state, I think I'm going Idaho. I'm gonna group in all the select guys in Idaho. I think they're always slept on. I think this year we're gonna see that with guys like Ethan Harris, Jordan Carlson, Caden Simons. I think those are all guys that could have huge summers, and no one really expects it coming from select, even though they just keep producing every year.
Sean?
I'm gonna have to go with the state of Oklahoma. You got guys like Colton Brammer, who just had a great weekend down here in Norman. They went 2-2 this weekend, but I expect them to be at the top of the league this year. Team Oklahoma is 8-0 this year. DJ Padula, Jack Sheriff, and Gunnar Mulkenberg. Gunnar just come off a 1A state championship in the class of Oklahoma. Got to give an edge to 2 next teams in the state of Oklahoma. They're really slept on, and by the time we finish this year up, I think at least 2 or 3 Division I prospects from those 2 programs.
Gotcha. Like it. Hey, our third question. Trey, we'll start with you. Who is the next pros? Who do you think is the best next pro prospect with the highest ceiling?
Yeah, I think for this one, I'm going Devin Christian from Prominent Elite. 6'8" big man. He played up with them last year for stretches, and this year has been really dominant. He lives at the foul line, shows some perimeter skills, can block shots, rebounds, really good athlete. And, you know, first weekend they had Lamar Odom on the sideline. Can't think of a much better play style to be able to learn from him at the power forward spot. So I'm going Devin Christian.
Sean, what about yourself?
Give me Lane Webster. Lane Webster is going to break the internet this year. Last year, you saw Chris Sinek break the internet with a massive dunk against BTI. Lane Webster is dunking on somebody this year. All he does is play at the rim. He's one of the highest prospects we have in the Nxtpro. He just picked up an offer from Chattanooga after a great weekend in Norman. Can flat out fly, and if you're below the rim when he's coming, you better get out of the way because he's going to dunk on you.
Gotcha. Hey, last question, and Sean, we'll start with you. Which region has the strongest Nxtpro prospects? North, South, East, or West?
I gotta go with the South. You got Texas, Arkansas, Oklahoma. Really, really strong teams. Off 2U is going to be in the standings again from Arkansas. Arkansas Assault just started 4-0. We obviously talked about Texas earlier. Really good next teams from them. And then you got the state of Oklahoma, which I believe is one of the most slept-in classes. So with that, I'm gonna go with the South.
Trey, what about yourself?
Yeah, for me, I'm going to go West. I'm going to lump Colorado in with them. Colorado Collective has some really good players. Jacob David in their 27 class. They just had Case and Westfall commit to Xavier today from their team from last year. You know, then you got to go out to California. You got the Jalen Wells Elite with Hovind Dulé. And then you can even go down to Arizona with Factory, who's been playing really well. They've been high in the standings all season. So I think there's just a ton of talent over on that West Coast for us that we're really going to see this year.
Perfect. That concludes our last question. When we come back from break, we're going to crown a champion. I think I know who the champion is. All right, back. I think we got a around the hoop champion week 4. But first, I need to eliminate somebody. Sean, I'm sorry, you've been eliminated.
Bye-bye.
See you guys. Congrats, Trey.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Trey, congrats, bro.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, this is my third appearance on the show. I've been waiting for this. I don't think I've made it out of the first round so far. So I'm really happy about this. I felt like I put in the work this week, really prepared. So thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Congrats. Where are you going to be at?
I will be in Norman for the girls live period this weekend. Really excited about it.
Okay. Appreciate it. Hey, appreciate everybody tuning in, but make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, the Pro 16 League. And this is week 4 of Around the Hoop.